Enter LeBron James, a figure whose own career has been a constant blend of excellence and intense scrutiny. Known not just for his prowess on the court, but also for his willingness to speak out on issues affecting the sports community, James saw the criticism directed at Clark and decided to address it head-on. On September 1st, 2024, after Clark's stellar performance, LeBron James took to social media to clap back at the critics. His response was both a defense of Clark and a broader commentary on how emerging talents are often treated. In a series of tweets and Instagram posts, James praised Clark's game and condemned the negativity surrounding her. "People will always find something to criticize when someone is doing great," James wrote. "Caitlin Clark is an incredible talent and an even better competitor. Let her play and let her shine. Everyone who's been in this game knows how hard it is to achieve greatness, and Caitlin is doing just that." James' comments were met with widespread support from fans and fellow athletes. His intervention highlighted a broader conversation about the challenges faced by female athletes, especially those who are still establishing themselves in professional sports. LeBron's endorsement was not just a personal gesture, it had broader implications for how athletes support one another across sports. His words provided a platform for Clark and amplified the positive aspects of her performance. Counting a world where athletes often face intense scrutiny and passionate fan reactions, the story of Caitlin Clark's rise as a basketball star has been a particularly captivating one. Her recent performance, marked by a standout night for the Indiana Fever, only fueled the fire of debate and admiration surrounding her. On this notable evening, however, another towering figure in the sports world, LeBron James, took a stand that extended beyond the court, defending Clark against her critics. Caitlin Clark, the Iowa Hawkeyes' former standout guard, has made waves in the WNBA since being drafted by the Indiana Fever. Known for her remarkable scoring ability, court vision, and undeniable tenacity, Clark quickly became a fan favorite. Her performance on the night in question was nothing short of spectacular. The Fever's matchup was a showcase of her skills, with Clark putting up impressive numbers that underscored her value as a player. Clark's game was filled with high-scoring moments and clutch plays, illustrating why she was a top pick in the WNBA draft. However, with great talent often comes great scrutiny. The criticisms leveled at Clark ranged from questioning her performance to doubting her potential in the professional league. It's a narrative many athletes know too well: the higher you climb, the more intense the spotlight becomes. The criticisms of Clark's performance were varied. Some commentators questioned her consistency, while others criticized her for perceived arrogance on the court. Social media was abuzz with mixed reactions, and the discourse quickly became a topic of heated debate. Critics argued that her style of play and her presence on the court were polarizing, with some claiming that she lacked humility. The backlash was significant, but it was not without its champions. Fans and fellow players came to Clark's defense, rallying behind her against what they viewed as unfair or exaggerated critiques. Ring the negativity that had emerged. This support from one of the most recognizable figures in sports sent a powerful message: talent deserves recognition and respect, regardless of the criticisms that come with it. Furthermore, James' support highlighted the importance of standing up against unfair criticism and fostering a culture of encouragement and respect. In a field often marred by gender biases and competitive tensions, his actions served as a reminder of the solidarity that can exist within the sports community. As Caitlin Clark continues to make her mark in the WNBA, the support from influential figures like LeBron James will likely play a role in shaping her career. The journey of any athlete is fraught with challenges, but having advocates and mentors who recognize and champion their achievements can make a significant difference. For Clark, this moment of support is a testament to her resilience and the respect she commands from her peers. For LeBron, it's another chapter in his legacy of leadership and advocacy in sports. Together, they demonstrate that while the path to greatness may be lined with criticism, it is also paved with support and acknowledgement from those who understand the trials and triumphs of the game. In the end, this episode underscores a crucial point in sports: the value of talent and hard work should always outweigh the noise of detractors. As Caitlin Clark continues to shine on the court, the support from influential figures like LeBron James serves as a powerful reminder of the positive impact that solidarity and respect can have in the world of athletics. In the ever-evolving landscape of women's basketball, the intersection of competition and camaraderie often brings forth intriguing narratives. One such story unfolded on September 5, 2024, when Sheryl Swoopes, a pioneer in the sport and an enduring icon, came to the defense of a fellow athlete after a recent controversy involving Caitlin Clark. This moment underscores the complexities of modern sports, where rivalries and personal dynamics play out on a global stage. The latest chapter in this narrative began with a heated matchup between the Chicago Sky and the Indiana Fever. Caitlin Clark, a rising star in the WNBA and a focal point for the Fever, had been the subject of significant attention due to her remarkable performance in recent games. Her talent and style have made her a prominent figure, but also a target for intense scrutiny and, occasionally, criticism. During the game against the Sky, an incident occurred that drew considerable media attention. A Sky player, whose competitive spirit and aggressive playstyle have often been a hallmark of her game, made headlines by directing pointed comments and actions toward Clark. The nature of these interactions sparked debate, with some viewing it as a competitive edge and others as unnecessary hostility. Enter Sheryl Swoopes, a legendary figure in women's basketball whose career with the Houston Comets and the U.S. national team has cemented her as one of the sport's greatest players. Known for her fierce competitiveness and leadership on the court, Swoopes has been a vocal advocate for women's basketball throughout her career. Her response to the incident was both timely and significant. On September 6, 2024, Swoopes took to social media to address the situation, offering a nuanced perspective that sought to balance the intensity of competition with respect for all players involved. Her comments were a blend of defense for the Sky Star and a broader appeal for sportsmanship. Every player in this league has felt the pressure of competition, Swoopes wrote. While it's important to push boundaries and challenge opponents, it's equally crucial to maintain respect and integrity. The competitive fire should never overshadow the respect we owe one another as athletes. Swoopes' defense of the Sky player was grounded in her understanding of the high stakes and emotional intensity that accompany professional sports. She acknowledged the role of competition in driving players to excel, but emphasized that respect should remain a core principle of the game. Swoopes' intervention elicited a range of reactions from fans, players, and analysts. Supporters of the Sky player appreciated Swoopes' acknowledgement of the competitive nature of the game, noting that the Sky player's actions were likely driven by a desire to excel rather than malice. However, others saw it as an attempt to downplay the impact of her behavior on Clark, who has been a target for criticism since her rise to prominence. Clark herself responded to the situation with poise, focusing on her performance in the game rather than the controversy. "I'm here to play basketball and compete," Clark said in a post-game interview. "I appreciate the support from my teammates and fans. The game is about more than just individual moments, it's about coming together as a team." The incident and subsequent defense by Sheryl Swoopes highlight a broader conversation about sportsmanship and the dynamics of competitive play. As women's basketball continues to gain visibility and respect, the narratives surrounding athletes like Caitlin Clark and the Sky's player reflect the evolving standards of professionalism and respect in sports. Swoopes' comments serve as a reminder that while competitive intensity is an integral part of the game, it should not come at the expense of respect for fellow players. Her stance calls for a balance between the drive to win and the imperative to uphold the values of respect and sportsmanship. As the WNBA season progresses, the incident involving Caitlin Clark and the Sky player will likely remain a point of discussion. For Clark, the support from figures like Swoopes may provide a boost as she continues to navigate the pressures of professional basketball. For Swoopes, her intervention reaffirms her role as a leader and advocate for the sport. Ultimately, this episode serves as a testament to the ongoing evolution of women's basketball. The sport is not just about athletic prowess, but also about the values and principles that guide its participants. Sheryl Swoopes' defense of the Sky Star, while controversial to some, underscores the importance of maintaining respect and integrity in the competitive arena. In the grand tapestry of women's basketball, every game, every interaction, and every act of support or criticism adds to the rich narrative of the sport. As the players continue to shape their legacies, the balance between competition and respect will remain a central theme in their stories.